Microsoft IQ Plus Scout, how agents get grounded in real work. Show how Microsoft is trying to solve the hardest part of agent deployment, grounding AI in real workplace context without losing control. Most agent demos look impressive until you ask them to do real work inside a company. Then the same problem shows up fast: the model knows language, but it does not know your people, documents, workflows, permissions, or current priorities. Microsoft's Build 2026 story matters because it tries to solve that gap directly. Microsoft says Microsoft IQ is the new context layer for agents across GitHub Copilot, Foundry, and Copilot Studio. In plain English, that means one system that can connect the model to workplace knowledge, structured business data, and the live web. Work IQ covers how work actually happens across Microsoft 365 and connected systems. Fabric IQ handles structured business data. Web IQ adds model-agnostic web grounding. Scout is the other half of the story. Microsoft describes it as a personal work agent built on OpenClaw and Work IQ that can handle meeting prep, schedule conflicts, and routine tasks. The important point is not the brand name. It is that Microsoft is trying to move from chat on demand into persistent, always-on task support tied to tools people already use. The deeper build message is that governance is not an add-on anymore. Microsoft says Agent 365 extends identity, security, and compliance into agent operations, while Microsoft Execution Containers create sandboxed environments on Windows. That means the product is not only intelligence. The product is intelligence plus boundaries, auditability, and safer execution. There are two honest limits here. First, Microsoft has not yet published broad outcome data showing Scout improves team productivity at scale. Second, stacks like this can become expensive or complex if every new layer adds admin work. So the fair reading is not that Microsoft solved agents. It is that Microsoft packaged the deployment order more clearly than most rivals: context first, control second, action third. If you want to test this idea without chaos, do not start with an autonomous mega agent. Start with one repeatable workflow. Meeting prep is a good candidate. So is email triage or pulling answers from a controlled set of internal documents. Define the context source, lock permissions, run the agent in a sandbox, and measure whether it saves time. That is also where a simple AI-built business asset can help. Howard's ETSE Side Hustle Command Center is one example of turning AI workflow thinking into a structured operating tool. Disclosure: that is Howard's product, and it is an educational planning example, not financial advice. Included once near the rollout example, the Side Hustle Command Center is Howard's ETSE product and serves only as a practical example of turning an AI workflow into a structured tool. Educational tool only, not financial advice. Microsoft's Build 2026 message is stronger than another benchmark flex. It says useful agents need three things in order: context, controls, and then action. That is a more deployable story than just promising a smarter model. If you were rolling out agents next quarter, would you start with more model power or better context and controls? Create a polished whiteboard-style cognitive capital explainer with two-host energy if available. The lead narrator should stay calm and practical, and the skeptical analyst voice should interrupt whenever a product term appears, forcing a plain English translation. Change visuals every 3 to 5 seconds using context layer diagrams, workflow cards, security control plane cards, rollout checklists, and clean product panels. Avoid fake realistic footage. Use clearly illustrative visuals and source-backed claims only. Keep the tone high, signal and operational, with emphasis on rollout logic rather than hype. June 2, 2026 Build Post Date 2. June 16 Work IQ API GA Date 4. One single control plane for Agent 365.5. One preview status for Microsoft Execution Containers 6. 1 Frontier Customer Rollout for Scout 7. 7-minute target runtime 9. 3 Real-time Example Labs 10. 1 Optional Product Mention with Disclosure 11. 0 Autonomous Production Sense in the Example Rollout 12. 5-Step Test Plan 13. 46 Day Number 14. 2 Host Energy Roles 15. 1 Final Judgment Question 1. 1 Page Summary 2. Links mentioned 3. Key Terms explained 4. Practical Examples 5. Watch list and risks. This video is for education and analysis only. It is not financial advice. #AI #Microsoft #Agents #Workflow #Copilot